The Ministry of Education's Principal Secretary for Higher Education issued a statement last month to the effect that the government had withdrawn the fee structure that was the new funding university education model. Although that was a disastrous and callous payment, we are not out of the woods yet. The PS, in her statement, clearly promised that she would offer and issue a new guideline before the students report to the university. We are now less than 3 weeks and nothing has come out of the university. Our children are still bearing the burdens of hundreds of thousands of shillings fees as was issued by the crazy goddamned new funding model that only crazy and heartless professors would have endorsed. Now, another more pertinent issue hasn't been addressed. Madam Principal Secretary did not clearly indicate whether the new funding, the to be issued fee structure also touched on masters and PhD. If she indeed meant to include it, that is good. A master's degree, when the country was in the safe hands, was costing 200,000 shillings and 16,000. 216,000 shillings and to a maximum of about 250. Today, a master's degree, an MA and MSc cost you an excess of 600,000 shillings, all the way up to $1 million. Who can afford a master's education? As the world out there continues to subsidize postgraduate education and continue to entice through scholarships, ours is becoming 3 times more expensive, so that the basic degree, which should give a specialized discipline in the masters, can become unaffordable. Madam Principal Secretary, in your to be issued guidelines and fee structure, I am asking you to ensure that no university will charge a master's degree beyond 250,000. Master's degree takes only 3 semesters and 1 for defending thesis and dissertation. Why would you criminalize postgraduate education? Universities are happy. They are collecting monies as if Kenyans pluck money from the trees, as if they pick money as tea leaves are picked in a farm. I am of the opinion that we must be genuine with ourselves. Why would you pay for a master's degree 600,000? Why? What information, what knowledge, what provision of knowledge is availed by the universities? Indeed, universities should be descaling their fees these days because online learning has become a mode of operation. Any degree that is offered online should not be costed more than 20,000. Now, Kenyans, why I am always crying for this education is because I have told you that there are many ways we can uplift poverty, but education remains the one way that has been clear, that has been verified, that has been ascertained as the only way that we can deal with poverty. Education should not be criminalized. Education should not be a tall order. Indeed, we should entice more Kenyans who have a first degree to go back to the university, pursue a discipline, research and get data that helps us in the building of our republic. But what is this nonsense that our universities are now charging master's degree at 600,000? Why? What for? What are they offering that we can't get? I am asking the government through the Principal Secretary to ensure that we go back to the old payment of 200,000, and if the master's degree will be offered offline or online, then it should be 50,000 shillings. Let us love our country. Let us educate our people. Let us avail knowledge, because a society that does not prioritize knowledge seeking and knowledge impartation is a society doomed to produce thugs, a society doomed to produce robots that will be tuned by politicians the way they want. Is a society that does not verify the words coming from their political elites. But we have a population that can think critically and that creatively can bring out theses and make thinking a habit. We will not encourage politicians who lie. We will obliterate politicians and government officers who lie and lie and lie all the time. But if we make knowledge expensive, ignorance shall be the only defense upon which the ignorant shall consistently disturb, scare, threaten, and intimidate the government. And I know na inywe mweku